Hi, I'm Ruthie Dahle and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we're doing a full-on green eyeshadow makeup, which is this one right here. I think it's absolutely perfect for spring and let's get to it. The first thing I want to start off with is the lipstick, and I want to keep it quite basic and natural because I want the focus to be the eyes, but I also want the lipstick to complement the eyeshadow look. So what is basic for me and something that is natural and soft and gorgeous on me and my skin tone, it might be different on you, but if you want to copy, you might change up the shades or you might do exactly the way I do it. That is completely up to you. But I will be using the W7, the all-rounder in the shade Fling to line my lips. And let's get to it. Then I will take the Technic lipstick in the shade Pink. It doesn't have a name, but it's this color right here, and put that on my lips. Then I want to move straight into the eyeshadow. And the way I'm going to do the eyeshadow is a little bit different than what I usually do, simply because of the color that I've decided to use. I wanted something that resembles the closest color that I have to sage, essentially, because sage was what I had in mind, and I found out that I don't have the exact shade of sage. That's a mouthful. So I took the closest thing that I have, and I think I will like the results because I tested it out on my hand earlier today and I like it. So let's get to it. And I'm holding this instead of the sage color because the first thing that I want to do is put on the white eyeliner, the Catrice Kohl Kajal in 020 Tweed White. So it is basically white. And I'm doing this because the green color that I'm going to use doesn't show up that well on my eyelid or my skin tone. So I want to put on a white base, and the only white base that I have is a white eyeliner. And I don't have anything else that is creamy or liquid or anything that would work. I have white powdered eyeshadow, but that won't do the trick, so this is what we're doing. So what I want to do with this white one is fill in on top of my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should cover most of it. It doesn't have to go all the way out though. But it should cover most of it here in the front at least. And then I want to bring it somewhat, a little bit more than halfway, simply because then I have more to work with. If I decide that the lighter green color will be less than half, then that doesn't matter. I want to put on more than I need because I can't go back later without it being weird, I would say. I'm also putting it on my lower lash line because I want to bring the same color down here. Maybe not this far out, but like I said, more is better in this case. I think the way I want to do this is starting with the darker colors instead of the light one. I'm going to be using 3 different shades of green today from 2 different eyeshadow palette. So the first color that I will be using is the Essence eyeshadow by Merve, and I want to use this medium green right here. And I'm taking this is a firm round brush, but if it's like a softer round brush, doesn't really matter. But this is what I have on hand, this is what I will use. And with this, I want to take that medium green, place it in the outer corner, bring it up into my crease, and just keep it out here. Then I want to take a big fluffy brush, and I want to use the Essence eyeshadow palette by Merve and go in with the dark green right here. And for this, I will also, before I forget, I will also go in with a flat brush for the lower lash line, but for everything else, the big fluffy brush. And I want to just take this color and apply it to the outer corner and a little bit up into the crease to darken it, but not too much. Just add a little bit more depth, dimension. I'm really loving this color combination, and if I'm not mistaken, green and white is the colors of the Pakistani flag. A little trivial information. Then I want to use this eyeshadow palette. So this one comes from a set that I bought on eBay years ago. It's probably expired, but it's the closest shade I have to sage. So that is what I'm going to be using. So this is actually a eyeshadow palette that has like 3 layers of these amount of eyeshadow. It's a lot, and I usually don't bring it out for my tutorials because I don't know the brand name. I don't remember where I bought it from except eBay, and it was shipped from the United States. That's all I remember. I needed it for school projects, fashion design, you know, and then I didn't really take note of it. So what you can do is, do you have a similar color from another palette or just another lighter green? Just work with it. Work with what you have. But what color I want to use is this one right here on the end. And I will use my finger. I think that is what I decided for my test, because I think that gave me the best color. Yes, my finger is what will give me the best color. And you just dab that on top of the white. Then I would take the same flat brush as before, but I wiped off any excess product, and I would take this light sage green that I put on the white, and I just want to put that in the inner corner on my lower lash line. Then I want to take my Essence eye blender brush and just blend the lower lash just a little bit. Use soft, very gentle strokes because it's about blending the colors but not fading them. And I'm just going to go back and forth until I'm satisfied. Then I want to put on mascara, and before I do that, I will curl my lashes. Then I'm taking my Maybelline The Colossal mascara that looks like this, and I'm putting that only on my upper lashes because of I want a more snatched look and not a open wide look. You can do what you want. Then I want to put on some eyeliner, and I'm only going to put that in my waterline on my upper lash line in the outer corner. And for that, I like to use a twist up eyeliner. This one doesn't have a brand name, but this is what it looks like, and it's black. And you want to place that in the outer corner about halfway or a little bit more than halfway. The reason why I tend to do it this way is because it will thicken up the lash line. It will make it look thicker than it is, but it will also fill any gap that you might have that would show when somebody's looking straight on you. It will make a more cohesive look. But also, if you don't do it all the way in, you don't have to worry about the transfer down right here, because if you are like me, if I wear a eyeliner in my waterline all day long, it would transfer to my lower lashes right here, and it will make it look like I'm messy, and I don't like that. So I figured that when I do it about halfway or a little bit more than halfway sometimes, but keeping it out of the inner corner, it makes the look complete, but it doesn't create the same mess. Then I want to put on some false lashes, and I'm taking the Sosu 7 Deadly Sins in Envy, and they look like these. And these are my favorite type of lashes because they make your eyes elongated, and they definitely fit the look with the darker outer corner. You can go with an eyeliner if that's what you want, but I think the lashes and just the eyeshadow as is will do everything I needed to do and wanted to do. So we will put that on. I am not the best when it comes to putting on fake lashes. I do okay, but the number one I can't speak today. The number one tip that I could give you is starting with your what you consider your bad eye, because then you can make that look better. And I'm pointing to this side because this is technically my bad eye. You can make it look better, and then you can match the good eye to your bad eye. But if you put it on the good eye first and you make it look perfect, then getting the other eye to make it look as perfect is a lot harder. So start with your bad eye. then I want to put on some highlighter, and I'm taking the NYX Strobe of Genius, and I'm taking the purple, so a cool toned highlighter. Then I'm using a big fluffy brush for the larger parts of my face. A fluffy eyeshadow brush for my brow arch and my nose and Cupid's bow. Then I'm taking a small detail brush like this one, and I'm taking it in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten it up a little bit more. Then to finish it off, I'm putting on some setting spray, and I'm taking the W7 Dewy Fixer that looks like this. And here you have it, a full-on green sage-inspired makeup look. This is the closest thing I get to sage, but it's kind of like in between mint and sage because it's not completely mint either. And so this is the makeup look, and I absolutely love it. This can be perfect for spring or for just whenever you feel like it. And so that is everything I have for you today, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want more content like this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload a video. And I want to thank everybody that subscribes, likes, comments, shares, and watches my videos. And if you're new here, welcome to our corner of YouTube. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!